Last autumn, I found myself gazing at a map of the Caribbean, not for the usual suspects, but for the islands that whispered tales of untamed beauty. Away from the polished resorts and predictable excursions, I sought places where nature still reigned supreme, where the earth's raw power sculpted landscapes, and where culture remained vibrantly local. My journey began with a simple question: could the true soul of the Caribbean still be found beyond the postcard perfection, amidst dramatic volcanic peaks and rainforest mysteries? I was looking for an adventure, not just a vacation. What I discovered was a chain of islands, a volcanic arc born from millennia of tectonic shifts, stretching across the Lesser Antilles. These aren't your typical flat coral atolls, they are peaks rising dramatically from the sea, veiled in emerald rainforests, alive with geothermal activity. Dominica, St. Lucia, and Grenada stood out. Each promised a distinct blend of adventure and authenticity, shaped by their fiery origins and nurtured by abundant rainfall. This geological heritage is not just background, it's the very stage upon which daily life unfolds, inviting exploration at every turn. My first stop, after a small propeller plane skimmed over turquoise waters, was Dominica, aptly named the Nature Isle. From the moment I stepped onto its soil, the air felt different, thicker, alive with the scent of damp earth and blooming foliage. Rizzo, the capital, buzzed with a gentle energy, a stark contrast to the bustling ports I'd seen elsewhere. Here, the landscape isn't merely scenic, it's immersive. The volcanic heart of the island beats visibly, shaping every valley, every cascading waterfall, inviting deeper engagement than a superficial glance could ever offer. 3 days into my stay, I met Marie, a local guide whose family had lived on the island for generations. She spoke of Dominica not just as a place, but as a living entity. Marie led me on a challenging hike through Pitons National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, towards the infamous Boiling Lake. The trail was a testament to the island's ruggedness, slippery mud, steep ascents, and river crossings. But with every step, Marie's stories painted a richer picture of the rainforest, its medicinal plants, and the spirits believed to dwell within its ancient trees. The reward for our arduous trek was otherworldly: the Valley of Desolation, a surreal landscape of steaming fumaroles and bubbling mud ponds, leading to the dramatic sight of Boiling Lake itself, a cauldron of gray-blue water shrouded in vapor, continuously heated by molten rock beneath the Earth's surface. It felt like stepping onto another planet. This raw display of geothermal power is a constant reminder of Dominica's volcanic origins, an active pulse beneath the verdant surface. It's an experience that forces you to confront the planet's powerful, untamed forces. Beyond the challenging hikes, Dominica offers serene beauty, too. Marie took me to Trafalgar Falls, twin cascades surrounded by lush greenery, and the enchanting Emerald Pool. But the true heart of Dominica, I learned, isn't just in its natural wonders, it's in its people and their vibrant Creole culture. That evening, in a small, family-run eatery, I tasted callaloo soup, a creamy, nutritious dish made from dasheen leaves, and tried some local provisions. The flavors were earthy, honest, and deeply comforting, a reflection of the island's spirit. It was a meal born of the land itself. A week later, I boarded a ferry to St. Lucia. While more developed than Dominica, its southern half retained the raw, volcanic drama I sought. As the ferry approached, the iconic Pitons, Gros and Petit, rose majestically from the sea, their verdant slopes piercing the sky. These twin volcanic plugs are St. Lucia's unmistakable guardians, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a testament to the island's fiery past. They dominate the landscape, humbling in their scale, and promise adventure for those willing to venture beyond the usual resort beaches. In the shadow of the Pitons lies Soufriere, home to the world's only drive-in volcano, the Sulphur Springs. Here, the earth truly breathes. The air hangs heavy with the scent of sulfur, as steam rises from bubbling pools and mud pots. It's an active geothermal field, a dramatic reminder of the forces that shaped this island. Locals and visitors alike smear themselves with mineral-rich mud, believed to have therapeutic properties. It's a primal, sensory experience, connecting you directly to the Earth's raw, healing energy. The interior of St. Lucia is a verdant tapestry of rainforest. Jean-Luc, a cocoa farmer from a village near Soufriere, met me early one morning. He led me through his family's plantation, explaining the intricate process from bean to bar. This wasn't a tourist trap, it was his life. The rainforest, he explained, not only provided shade for the cocoa but also a rich ecosystem vital for the island's health. We trekked to Diamond Falls Botanical Gardens, where the minerals from the volcanic springs painted the waterfall rocks in a spectrum of colors. Jean-Luc's wife, Annette, invited me into their home for lunch. The aroma of spices filled the air. She proudly presented green fig and saltfish, St. Lucia's national dish. It's a hearty, flavorful stew made with unripe bananas, called green figs, salted cod, and an array of local vegetables and herbs. This meal, simple yet profound, encapsulated the island's history and its Creole soul, blending African, French, and indigenous influences. Sitting around their table, sharing stories, I felt a connection far deeper than any hotel restaurant could offer. Before leaving St. Lucia, I took a sunrise hike along the Tete Paul Nature Trail. From its peaks, the views of the Pitons and the sparkling Caribbean Sea were absolutely breathtaking, a panorama that felt earned. Unlike the more crowded northern beaches, the southern coast offered quiet, secluded bays, perfect for reflection. It reinforced the idea that authentic beauty often requires a little effort to find, but the reward is immeasurable, a sense of peace and wonder, away from the typical tourist routes, in places where the natural world still dominates. My final island destination was Grenada, the Spice Isle. Just a short flight away, Grenada presented yet another distinct character, though still deeply rooted in its volcanic geology. As soon as I landed, a pervasive scent of nutmeg, cinnamon, and cloves filled the air, carried on the gentle sea breeze. This wasn't just a nickname, it was a tangible reality. St. George's, its capital, with its horseshoe-shaped harbor and colorful Georgian architecture, exuded a charming, unhurried atmosphere, hinting at the rich cultural tapestry woven into the island's history. Samuel, a retired spice farmer, became my guide in Grenada. He took me deep into the island's interior, to Grand Etang National Park, home to a stunning crater lake nestled within the rainforest. The air here was cool and humid, filled with bird calls. The volcanic soil of Grenada, Samuel explained, is incredibly fertile, allowing for the cultivation of more than just spices. We visited a small, organic cocoa farm where the entire chocolate-making process, from fermentation to hand-rolling, was done sustainably and with deep respect for the land. Samuel then led me to the Seven Sisters Falls, a series of stunning cascades hidden within the rainforest. The hike was exhilarating, ending with a refreshing dip in a cool, clear pool. It was another reminder of the island's abundant natural beauty. But it was in the small, open-air spice markets that Grenada's soul truly revealed itself. Bundles of cinnamon sticks, mounds of mace, and freshly grated nutmeg filled the stalls. These aren't just commodities, they are woven into the island's identity, its cuisine, and its cultural heritage, a testament to centuries of tradition. That evening, Samuel's extended family gathered for a traditional oil down, Grenada's national dish. Cooked in a single pot over an open fire, it's a rich, communal stew brimming with salted meat or fish, breadfruit, callaloo, coconut milk, and various spices. The name comes from the coconut oil that downs to the bottom of the pot. Sharing this meal, passing bowls around, was an intimate insight into Grenadian family life and the joy of simple, flavorful food. It wasn't just sustenance, it was an act of connection, a celebration of community and heritage. Beyond the food and landscapes, the cultural tapestry of these islands is rich. From Dominica's colonial heritage, the last indigenous people of the Caribbean, to St. Lucia's vibrant street parties and Grenada's rhythmic calypso, each island pulses with its own unique history and traditions. The Creole languages, a blend of African and European tongues, are a living testament to their complex past. These aren't just tourist attractions, they are living, breathing cultures that welcome respectful engagement, offering a window into a Caribbean that often remains unseen. What unites Dominica, St. Lucia, and Grenada, beyond their volcanic origins, is a shared commitment to sustainable tourism and preserving their authentic identity. They offer an alternative to the mass-market Caribbean, inviting travelers to explore responsibly, to connect with local communities, and to embrace the rugged beauty that defines them. My journey revealed that the true wealth of these islands lies not in sprawling resorts, but in their dramatic landscapes, the warmth of their people, and the vibrant, untamed spirit that continues to thrive. As my journey concluded, leaving these islands felt like saying goodbye to old friends. The images burned into my memory were not of infinity pools, but of steaming volcanic valleys, of the Pitons silhouetted against a sunrise, and of the shared laughter over an oil down. These islands offer more than a vacation, they offer an education, an adventure, and a profound connection to a Caribbean that refuses to be tamed. For those who seek beyond the brochures, for those who yearn for the wild heart of the islands, Dominica, St. Lucia, and Grenada await their discovery.